Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx from Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellow with Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
Most exciting man in boxing. Man in boxing. Land of Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellow Sports TV.
Hey, Steven, man, you really believe that stuff? Oh, man, come on. You really believe that stuff you be saying?
Hey, yeah, I'm talking to you. You right there watching this video, waiting for this live stream to start, or just watching the membership video, man, and why you should join the membership. Let's talk about it real quick, expeditiously. We got the 3 levels. You got the rookie level, got loyalty badges, you got custom emoji badges, and you have members on the live stream. As we get more people flowing in to join the membership, I have members only live chat. That means everybody can see the video that want to see the video, but only members will be able to chat. That's $3. That's the rookie. The All-Star, you get personal shout-outs before the videos, maybe after the video, mostly likely before the videos. You give a priority to reply in the chat. So as soon as I see you, I reply before anybody else. Get early access to pretty much all my non-boxing videos there. $10 a month. Then we got the boxing pound for pound superstar for all my boxing boys and gals out there. Get early access to prediction and most of our boxing content, virtual video collaborations, and open debate. So, you know, if you want to pre-record or go live and debate me for a whole video, you got early access to new videos. Some of the videos in the All-Stars will too. And priority reply in the comments. So I see in the comments, you get priority reply. No instant, that's $20 a month. So let me know what you guys think. Don't have a Patreon no more, so here's where you're going to get some of that exclusive content I used to have on the Patreon. Peace.
What it is, man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We
Belief about
No, I'm on the phone.
You on the phone?
Yeah.
You looking at my baby?
No, I ain't
looking
looking at him. I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, man. Next time we come outside, don't be staring and shit like that. I don't like that.
I wasn't looking at him.
I wasn't looking at it. Hey, was you looking at it? I don't know. Yeah, let's do a real quick stream real quick, man. Let's talk about, was it more about Usyk winning and AJ losing? Ryan Garcia, Doug Jojo Diaz, Yorkers Gamboa, and Eddie Renato is making a fighter sign, a waiver saying that he not the one giving them the base, the paid base. But make sure you hit the thumbs up button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, man. And let's talk about AJ and Usyk. I ain't gonna lie, I thought Wilder Fury 3 was this week, man. My time was all messed up. It should have been this week. Ain't nothing going on this week. I don't know. I guess they feel comfortable with it. I guess the venue was open for October 9th. We were supposed to have Teofimo Lopez Monday and Wilder Fury next week. Then we supposed to have Teofimo Lopez October 16th. Then now the fight ain't happening. Apparently, Peter Khan was his Camboso's manager, and Camboso saying that they don't have the money. Peter Khan left the company, so who knows what's up with T.O. and Camboso. I can care less. Camboso the one that need the belt. I don't care. Like I said before, let's move on to Josh Taylor and Teofimo Lopez. I was listening to Ring IQ the other day. He said that basically Camboso accusing Triller not having the money. His manager Peter Khan was running Triller, then he abruptly left. So apparently they probably don't have the money. So I mean, wow, shit, crazy, bro, out here, man. So, but let's talk about Usyk, man. One last time, Usyk and AJ. Dr. Blick wanted me to talk about this, and was it more about Usyk or AJ losing it? a lot of people, it seemed that it was more about shoot, it was more about Usyk. It was more about AJ losing. Okay, anytime you got a guy who the media seen him as the number one heavyweight, which he was never the number one heavyweight in my opinion. Just because he collected 3 belts, don't mean he's the best heavyweight. It just mean that he played the political game the right way. Okay, belts don't make you the best fighter in the division. I've seen plenty of times where somebody might have multiple belts, but they weren't the best fighter in the division. Kovalev was seen as the best fighter in the division, and past his prime, in my opinion, Andre Ward moved up and beat on him. All right, so belts don't make you belts don't make you a great fighter. Okay, let me get that the way. Belts don't make you the best fighter. How about that? It do help you make you a great fighter. It don't make you the best fighter at all. But at the same time, man, with AJ, man, I think tremendous talent. To start boxing, in 2017, you can't take that away from him. But I think people were surprised because of Usyk's previous performances versus the late replacement in Chance Weatherspoon and Derek Chisora. Now, Johnny Nelson said that, asked old boy, I forget what his name was. He asked him did Derek Chisora perform better than Anthony Joshua? And Derek Chisora did perform better than Anthony Joshua. He did, because Derek Chisora, he didn't care. Derek Chisora did not care. He didn't give Usyk no respect. AJ came in there, and everybody on here say AJ was a better fighter than Derek Chisora. I think everybody agreed that AJ was a better fighter than Derek Chisora. Okay. My thing was Derek Chisora had a better game plan. Derek Chisora was willing to get hit. You can make a case that Derek Chisora won that fight. You can't make no case for AJ winning. I don't care what nobody said. You can't make no case for AJ winning this fight. You can't make zero case for AJ winning this fight. So at the end of the day, I think it was more about AJ winning this fight losing this fight because he had 3 belts. He was seen as, the media pushed him as the best heavyweight out there. Okay. And that's why people seen AJ, it was more about AJ. And AJ also is a more popular, more polarizing fighter. He was, what was AJ? About 6'6", 6'5", 250, 260 on a regular day. How you lose to a cruiserweight? How your face looking like versus cruiserweight? How you scared to get hit by a cruiserweight? But this has been Anthony Joshua's career, his whole career. He's not been that. He does not like contact. And it's the wrong division to be in to not like contact. Look at the way he fought Joseph Parker. Look at the way he fought Povetkin. He fought them at a distance. He wasn't trying to get hit, and the referees were saving AJ in a lot of his fights. Look at the Andy Ruiz fight, the one in Madison Square Garden, the first one. He got beat up. Nobody identified Ruiz as a puncher at that point in his career. He got beat up. And then the second fight, he came and ran. It wasn't like in the second fight, he came in and said, I had a bad night, I had a concussion, In the second fight, he came in scared to get hit. They told him, as long as you finish on your feet, we'll give you the win. And that's what it was. So I'm not really, once you look at it, I'm not truly that much surprised. Anthony Joshua don't like getting hit. He showed versus Joseph Parker fight. He showed in the Povetkin fight. Every time he get touched, his eye starts swelling, his nose started bleeding. Remember, I think his nose is bleeding in the Povetkin fight. But I thought AJ was going to come in with some reckless abandonment and didn't have any respect for Anthony Joshua. For the Usyk. That's not what happened. People said, well, Usyk not getting his credit for the fight. I don't think people think he can compete with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder or the winner of that fight. And maybe he think otherwise. People don't think he can compete. And at the end of the day, it's about Anthony Joshua. He's a manufactured fighter. He let a little cruiserweight come up, and not only it wasn't like it was a boxing lesson, and Anthony Joshua was trying to come forward and trying to be the juggernaut and trying to put hands on Usyk, but Usyk just had Usyk movement was just too good. It wasn't like he got outboxed like on some Floyd Pernell Whitaker. No, Usyk came in there and beat him up. That's why people were surprised. The smaller cruiserweight came in here and beat you up after 2 subpar performances versus Weatherspoon and Derek Chisora. That's why. That's why people are blaming AJ for this fight. He got beat up by the smaller man. What's AJ, man? Hold on. What's Anthony Joshua, man? What's Anthony Joshua, dude? Anthony Joshua, man. This man is 6'6", on 240 pounds. His last 3 fights, he was around 240 pounds. 6'6", and you get beat up by a guy who's 6'3", right? 78-inch arms. You know, who ain't even 220 his last few fights. He probably had to eat, 7 peanut butter jelly sandwiches coming in at 221. Come on, man. He old. He older. He let this man come up and mollywop him. Come on. AJ is a full grown man. 6'6", 82-inch arms. And he's scared to get hit. They couldn't put him in no other sport, basketball, tennis, soccer. He should have just been a bodybuilder. You ain't got to worry about being hit. You ain't got to worry about getting hit being a bodybuilder. He should have just went and been a bodybuilder. And they said, well, ain't nobody in the heavyweight division. We can hide him in the heavyweight division, get him some titles. Everybody like him. And it ain't like when Klitschko fought. The Klitschko's. You got people who possess size and ability to walk and chew bubblegum. And I do think it's more about Anthony Joshua losing than it's about Usyk winning. I'm sorry. Now, I'm not taking nothing away from Alexander Usyk. But what I am saying is that, Anthony Joshua losing again that way, or again getting beat up by the smaller man, to me, it's pitiful. All that size, all that muscle, all that athleticism, and you get beat up by a cruiserweight. Y'all tell me what? How? All that ability, and you get beat up by a cruiserweight. This physical. Come on, man. He never was that guy. This is just when media get behind somebody and hype him up. He never was that guy. Y'all can say what y'all want to say about Anthony Joshua. Good dude, whatever, Nigerian, blah, 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 blah. He ain't that guy. His heart pump purple Kool-Aid, pink lemonade. How about that? Come on. And he let a cruiserweight who wasn't known for killing shit. What's a Usyk knockout ratio? That's probably pretty fucking high, right? 68%. 68% knockout ratio. Did knock out Garcia, and Garcia was a dead man in there. Breeders, he knocked out Marco Hunt. Almost should have knocked out Michael Hunter, but that's for another conversation. Hunter just got hella heart. Like I said before, man, Glowzwowski didn't knock out this guy. But I mean, it is what it is, man. I think it's more about what Anthony Joshua wasn't and what we thought he was and what he wasn't. So, like I said before, Usyk is a really good fighter. I think he punched his ticket to the Hall of Fame. No doubt in my mind. Usyk is a hell of a dynamic fighter, quick fighter. But I was surprised that he beat AJ up. If he won, I thought he was just going to outbox AJ with angles and rhythmic movement. He beat AJ up. And that's what was surprising about it. Had AJ lost a technical boxing match, cool. Not only did he lose a technical boxing match, he got beat up. Not only did he lose a technical boxing match, he got beat up. And I think that was the more shocking thing, that Usyk beat up Anthony Joshua. I think that's the more surprising thing about it. He beat up Anthony Joshua, man, and I was surprised. But like I said before, man, if Anthony Joshua come back, you got to call him the comeback kid. If he come back and beat Alexander Usyk, man, you got to call him a guy that's resilient, that come back. But I don't think he can use the Andy Ruiz rematch game plan where he can move. Maybe he might move around. But I think he got to close the gap. He got to walk through some fire and beat Usyk. Maybe get on his back foot and start boxing again. I'm surprised he didn't revert to that in that fight. We didn't do what he did. Where Andy Ruiz just use angles and move and make Usyk cut the ring off and chase him. But easier said than done. I think it was more about Usyk. I mean, more about Usyk losing, but that's just my opinion on that. But moving on, real quick. So apparently Ryan Garcia might be fighting Yuriokis Gamboa. Okay, they saying that the negotiations. They're saying that negotiations with Joseph Diaz, according to Chris Minix, are falling apart, and they falling apart, and now that the fight, he could be fighting Gamboa. So let's see. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Let's see if. Hold on. Joseph Diaz. Here we go. So the fight between Ryan Garcia, 21-0, 18 knockouts, and interim WBC champion Joseph Diaz, 32-1, 15 knockouts. I hit a snag in negotiations, according to Chris Minix, Golden Boy promoter for the two highly ranked 135 pounders are having difficulties finalizing the fight on Ryan Garcia's fight side. It's believed that Ryan Garcia's team wants him to take an easier fight than Diaz Jr., who would be a formidable opponent for Ryan Garcia. So, I mean, I ain't surprised Ryan Garcia ducking. Who really is? They said they want him to take an easier fight, and Yuri and Gamboa. So let me see if we can find where it said Gamboa at. Here we go. I know. Let me see. Where's Gamboa? So Golden Boy still sees Garcia the next. Was looking for arguably a safer choice, and Gamboa by no means is Gamboa 30-4, 18 knockouts ashore. I think for Ryan Garcia because with a great deal of experience and power and hand speed, Gamboa is a dead man. Gamboa can't beat Ryan Garcia, man. And he was fighting Terrence Crawford, man. Nobody wanted to fight him. So, now everybody want to jump in there, Fotex salute. Everybody want to jump in there and fight Gamboa now that he an old man and he hanging off the bone. Ryan Garcia is a guy that picks and chooses his opponents, man. And like I said before, we couldn't even get him in there with JoJo Diaz. And, like I said before, JoJo Diaz don't possess, a lot of power at all. He still don't want to get her with JoJo Diaz. Now it look like JoJo Diaz is going to go ahead and take on Devin Haney as he should and get his title shot. Maybe he beat Devin Haney. Maybe he don't. I don't think he beat Devin Haney, but Joseph Diaz is a really good fighter. He fought Gary Russell when nobody else wanted to fight Gary Russell. He fought him, and now I think it was more about Golden Boy not letting him fight Devin Haney. All right, and that's what it was. And I think they're trying to freeze out Devin Haney. So at the end of the day, Gamboa is a slap in the face for the fans. Sumter salute. He said, Fotex said, Ryan Garcia got no. I wouldn't say he got no skill. I wouldn't say he has no skill. I would say that he's lacking in basic fundamentals. I mean, he's more predicated on his athletic ability. If you look at Ryan Garcia, man, he don't have no feet. His chin fly up, and like I said before, I'm just wondering what Eddie Renato is working on with Ryan Garcia. But remember, Gamboa was supposed to fight Colbert. And something happened with Gamboa, and Colbert went to fight King Tug Nyambar, whatever his damn name, Tug Nyambar. But like I said before, man, Ryan Garcia, man, they trying to get him an easy belt. When Teofimo Lopez drop a belt, they're going to try to put him in position to get an easy belt to call him world champion. Remember, he was talking about retiring. Remember, he was saying he was going to retire. Remember that nigga said he's going to retire by 25. I think that's what he said. Hold on. Ryan Garcia, no, he can't fight. He know he can't fight. They say he plans to retire at 26. 26. What's Ryan Garcia right now? He know he can't fight, bro. Remember his parents was mad because he was sparring. They want him in tough sparring. He's 23 years old. Remember his parents said he didn't want him to spar. He got them kids though. So he got them kids. So he got to take care of them kids somehow. I mean, he just need to be an influencer and an IG model. You know, that's it. That's it, man. He can't fight. Like Canelo, man, Canelo can fight. No, I don't think he's scared of losing. I think he's scared of pain. I think he's scared of the pain that's come with boxing. I think he's scared to get knocked out. Like he got knocked out versus he got dropped by Luke Campbell. He know what Tank could do to him. He trying to get that one big money grab. That's it. I ain't mad at him. Get your money. Get your money. But like I said before, I don't think he a boxer. I don't think he want to go through that pain and that grind, bro. I think he like training. But I don't think he a true fighter at heart. He definitely got a athletic and a little bit of skill set. He definitely do. But for him to go fight Usyk Gamboa, I mean, I remember when you couldn't pay somebody to get in the ring with Gamboa. I remember you couldn't pay a crackhead to get in the ring with Gamboa. I remember Gamboa was one of the most avoided fighters in boxing. You ever notice the avoided fighters in boxing? They go from being avoided to being, easy fights. Or stepping stones real quick. You know why that is, man? He 39 years old. Who tell him he might be 49, to be honest, coming from Cuba. But it's funny how the most feared guys in boxing go from being feared and they just drop off a cliff like that. Because they sat there and they inactivity or they didn't get the top fights and they sit there and get stagnant. And then when guys finally want to step up and they see a chink in their armor, they drop down. That's messed up for the boogeyman in boxing. That's messed up because I think they earn the right. They earn the positions to keep. Like Paul Williams, man. He was begging for these fights for years at 47. He was forced to move up to 54 and got knocked out by Martinez. It wasn't the same. These dudes either got to be forced to go to another division where they're less comfortable or they got to play the waiting game. And to me, man, that's messed up, bro. The Gamboa, man, he was one of the most feared fighters. And Terrence Crawford, he took a leap of faith and he fought this man. He took a leap of faith and he fought Gamboa. Well, nobody else would. You couldn't pay Bob to put Gamboa in there with Juan Lopez because he knew Lopez was gonna get toe up. You couldn't pay him. From this point right here, it ain't gonna be. Well, I'm gonna stop him faster than Crawford. Crawford stopped him undefeated in his prime, and he had to go to another weight class just to get a fight too. At 30 and 26, wasn't nobody fighting him, right? At that point, you talking about 2014 and Tank fought him in 2019 and damn near went the distance with him. Stopped him in 12. Or I'm gonna stop him. I'll stop him at Hassan Crawford, and he didn't, bro. These dudes, that's the boogeyman. Either they forced to move up to a division. They forced to move up to a division that they shouldn't be at to get fights, or they got to play the waiting game. Jabe, Frank. I don't know, man. I like Frank Sanchez a lot. I'm probably going. I want to pick Jabe. I'm gonna probably go with Frank Sanchez. I don't know. I'll probably be rooting for FA, but I probably lean towards Frank Sanchez. How long can they keep him away from top guys? You seeing it? They know Teofimo Lopez eventually got to move up and drop the belts, and that's a good question. When he got dropped by Luke Campbell, they said, "Well, we're gonna keep him away from top guys a little bit longer." You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like I said before, Arturo Gatti was getting his ass beat, and people still loved him. And he was still able to get in there and sell out. He was able to get in there and sell out, or sell a lot of tickets at the boardwalk. He said, "Yeah, a lot of people like the boxing training and success, but not the pain." Yeah, it's a lot of pain that going to getting into real fights. Ain't no headgear in the pros. Luke Campbell dropped him, man. And now, and remember, he's a very important part of them getting a new TV deal. He their only bargaining chip. And most people don't give a hell about who most people don't give a hell about excuse me. I forgot what I was saying. Hold on. trying to find this. But yeah, I mean, this little nigga got stumped. Hold on. I mean, like I said before, man. Here. This boy got dropped hard. You know, and most people don't give a hell about Virgil Ortiz. You know, as a bargaining chip, Ryan Garcia is the bargaining chip. Ryan Garcia is the guy that's gonna get them a TV deal. And for them to keep that TV deal for longevity, they got to keep him winning. They got to get him easy belts. And now with the regular belt going away, and they starting to reduce the WBA belts, he can't just get a fake belt and call himself a world champion. You know, if he can drop and hit like this by Luke Campbell a big puncher, but he doesn't have no dog in him. Called cool hands, not thunder hands or brick hands, cool hands. He don't have that dog in him. Imagine getting there with somebody like Tank. Maybe he catch Tank. You know, it's always a possibility. He got a really good left hook. He got fast hands. You know, maybe not so much feet. But the chance of him catching Tank is a puncher's chance. If Tank catch him like this, come on, man. We know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a midnight train to Georgia. He going to sleep. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, them gloves hurt. I know, especially them 10s and 8s. Yeah, because they not 8s ain't nothing. 10s ain't nothing for heavyweight. 10s are like 8s for welterweight. You plaster it. Basically, you plaster in that hand, bro. It's like a baseball bat in a fucking sleeping bag or a fucking Everlast bag. It's even worse because your hands is plaster, bro. They plaster that hand in wraps. So it's like a baseball bat hitting you. And you talking about velocity? Somebody like Luke Campbell who can punch, that shit hurt. That shit hurt. You know, this dude plastered his fist in his jaw. Talk about that for a minute. This shit hurt, man. The bitch is light, bro. Don't think because it's a glove, it got cushion. I mean, come on, you know. I think a boxer's fist in a glove hurt more than a fist in the street. It's bare knuckle. That's just my opinion, bro. Because bare knuckle, you can hurt your hand for sure. As a knuckle, you can hurt your hand. But when they plaster that hand in that glove, bro, it's different. It feels different. They basically plastering. People talking about UFC with the light gloves, man. Do they wrap the UFC fighters' hands? I'm not sure. But that 8 ounce and 10 ounce, that ain't no protection in that glove. Ain't no damn protection in that glove, man. It's you plastering the fist. Let me see. Look at that. Oh, Kevin Aioli. Look at that. Look at that. That's basically plaster in the hand, bro. Look at that, man. Look at that. And that shit get hard. It's hard as hell. That's why they basically say Trinidad. He used to stack his straps, and that mean like tape gauze, but it's legal in some states, right? But you're supposed to do in most states. I think in Nevada you can stack wraps, but most times, most commissions you have to do all the gauze and do all the tape. Okay, so you gotta do all the gauze and then tape it. So when they say stacking the wrap, that mean they go what is it? Gauze tape. So they put the gauze around the fist. I'll show y'all. Hold on. So they put the gauze. They go gauze to wrap the hand, and the wrap is to protect the hand. You're not gonna put something soft around the hand to protect it. You're not gonna put a cloth around the hand to protect the hands, right? You're gonna put something that's gonna protect it. So a lot of these dudes, so when they say stacking, they go they put the gauze and then they put the tape. They put the gauze and they put the tape, and that creates even more of a harder object in the glove, right? I think it's like legal in LA, Los Angeles, Nevada. But how you actually supposed to do it is all your gauze going there. And the tape, and I know Emmanuel Stewart had an issue with Lennox Lewis. They only let him use a certain amount of gauze and tape or gauze for Emmanuel Stewart. For Lennox Lewis, he said it wasn't enough. Lennox's hand was too much for the standard, so I think they had to fight for more gauze around Lennox. But yeah, that shit creates you wouldn't put cotton balls to protect your hand. You know what I'm saying? That shit stack. When you stack it, that creates a plaster. And then you got a situation where these guys are packing, like Kovalev will pack the glove, right? He will punch the wall to manipulate the padding around the glove so you can feel that plaster more. He packed, and Bernard stopped him. It doesn't really matter for Bernard. He still got whooped. Maybe it was the difference between Bernard getting knocked out or not getting knocked out. But when you punch the glove against the wall, and after you wrap and put the glove on, it manipulates that. So imagine, you stack the wraps, you punch the ball. Come on, you get an advantage. If it's a 10% increase in power, if it's a 5% increase in power, listen, even if it's a 0.5% increase in power, it's manipulating. So it's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes that's deemed cheating. Let's just say in boxing they frowned upon him. So when Trinidad stacked his wraps, that gave him even if it was legal or not legal, it gave him a competitive advantage versus opponent. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? It gave him a competitive advantage versus if it was a 1%, 0.1%, there's a competitive advantage. There's an advantage there. And you pack your glove like Kovalev on top of that, power increase, straight up and down. I feel like Bud lose to shine. Everybody at PBC will line up to fight. Yes, that's just how I go for the bookie, man. And it may be that, Terrence Crawford had a bad night. It may be that Terrence Crawford wasn't that good, or it may be that Terrence Crawford is 34 years old and haven't fought since last December. That he ain't been able to challenge his skills. He said, when's Adrian Broner going to return? I'm not sure. He was training a couple weeks ago. He was training, so I did see him training on IG, so shout out to AB. He said, was Tank all-time regular champion? Yes, he definitely on the all-time regular champion first team. So, yeah. He said, yes, sir. Them 10 ounces leave knots. I don't know what she said. He said, yeah, a lot of successful boxers training, but not the pain. He said, bro, I'm not going to allow them 10 ounces, especially the 10s and 8s. You basically plastering your hand in a bag. Basically, you putting a baseball bat in a sleeping bag. Y'all think I'm lying, man. That shit hurt. That's what they say boxers, it don't really matter with the little 3 ounce or 5 ounce glove. The UFC boxer hands hurt worse. Why are UK fighters so fragile in cheeks? I don't know. He said, packing breaks the gloves. And yeah, you manipulate the pattern. I mean, basically, like the glove Madonna wore that Floyd said he couldn't wear. Horsehair look like they manipulate the pattern, but that's the way they come. But they have an upside and a downside. The upside, the horsehairs, it's a puncher's glove. You get more of the knuckle, you get more of the. But if you don't have proper lock and you don't have proper punching power, you can hurt your wrist, and also you can break your hand. So when you're talking about the Everlast Max glove, they have a downside is you more prone to arm injuries and wrist injuries and hand injuries. So people say, well, why didn't Floyd just put the MX gloves on? It wasn't that he a puncher. He can't. His hands are fragile. When you're talking about those MX gloves, that upside is, you punch harder. You know what I'm saying? The pattern is already manipulated because of the horsehair is so thin, right? You get more of that knuckle, more of that fist when you lock it. But nigga, if you don't lock that fist the right way, or you punch somebody the wrong way, you can break your hand and fuck your wrist up and shit, even your arm. Ricky, what's going on? Man, what you think about the Knicks this year? I think y'all should trade for Ben Simmons. But yeah, that's the thing about it, bro. Make sure you have strong hands and strong wrists, man, fucking with them. It's upside and downside to every glove. Remember Floyd versus Arturo Gatti wore them pillow gloves, with more pad in them to protect his hands. He might not get the punch. If you ain't a puncher, you ain't really worried about it. But then again, you still gotta get some respect with them gloves. I seen a video of Abel and Canelo session room arguing, saying we were stacking. Yeah. I mean, I seen that video. I think he was trying to fuck with him, but stacking, yeah. I mean, I don't know what commission is legal in or what state is legal, but it's legal in one state, I think. So I think he was fucking with him. But yeah, you talking about them Here you go, right here. Here you go. Hold on. Bring that up. Hold on. Here you go, right here. It ain't my video. I can't play it, but yeah. I thought they got rid of this guy's channel. Yeah, they suspended his channel at one point. I posted a video with him. I just said I posted a video. I'm not gonna talk about the video on my social media, and they took the video down. Golden Boy had it took down. They took his channel. So hopefully, I'm glad to see him. He get it back. But yeah, you see them gloves. I don't know if he was stacking. He said when they are wrapping Canelo's hand and hand protest, they told me they do. I don't know. I can't read the rest of this. So apparently they were stacking his glove. But you look at that fucking wrap. Hold on. Look at that wrap. Tell me that shit, man. Come on. Look at that extra, padding it got. Look at Kevin Iole wearing it. Look at the extra padding it got. That shit hard, bro. That shit don't stay soft. That shit don't stay soft. See, I go up to the wrist to support the wrist, but also when you put that glove on, hold on. When you put that glove on, hold on. That's a better picture. They tape it. They take well. You see you see these initials on the gloves. That's from the commission saying that certifying the tape and certifying nothing foreign object go in that glove. All right. But also that glove, if you see the way if one for the tape, you can see it. That glove provides wrist protection too. So that glove provides wrist stability, and the tape is the ultimate stability. But you say, well, how can he still hurt his wrist with those Everlast gloves? You still can hurt that wrist. You still can. It's still possible, bro. Like, some dudes just, somebody might hit you on the wrist in the fight. You might hit the top of his head or whatever. But yeah, you see how that glove stability. But that glove, even though this is a regular, look at that regular. I might be an Everlast glove. He got grants on. Look at that regular glove. You like, man, look at all that padding in that glove. But when this shit go in this shit, well, let me show you the horse here. Hold on. We ended off with Eddie Renato. So hold on. Well, these are Madonna gloves right here. Perfect example. So when you see, it looked like those gloves have been worn, right? Like they've been manipulated, right? But look at the wrist. The wrist part, arm part, they ain't been manipulated at all. Look. So where the fuck they come? They come like that. You look at the pattern of the glove in Floyd Mayweather's grand glove compared to Madonna's. But the downfall of the Madonna glove is even with the wrist and tape support, you still subjected to a hand injury. He gonna punch harder, but it's like punching your bare, even with your rap, especially if you're rapping right. It's like punching somebody in their bare head, with your bare knuckle. You're gonna injure yourself. That's why in Kung Fu or in karate, they don't teach you to punch with your fist. They teach you to punch with the palm of your hand if you ever pay attention. A lot of times they teach you to punch with your palm. You don't punch with your knuckle. So get your ass down here. Come on. Get down here. Go on. Chihuahuas be doing what they want to do. As soon as you know. But yeah, that's just the difference of them, And they just ain't no padding in them. That's what it looked like. But the horsehair is so thin, like you be like, okay, they weigh this glove, all right. You would say, real talk. Anybody would say that didn't know this glove. Hold on, let's fix my glove. This glove weigh more than this glove, but they both 8 ounces. They both 8 ounces, bro. No matter how you cut the cake, this is 8 ounces. It's 8 ounces. It got to be 8 ounces. Hold on, 8 ounces, 8 ounces. They both 8 ounces. It's like somebody that I don't remember somebody that was on the wrestling team. I didn't wrestle, but somebody that was on the wrestling team, man, he didn't look above the weight, but he was above the weight. He didn't look 200, 230 pounds. He looked He looked like he was like 200 or 185, but he was actually like 230. We look good. I think we could be top 5. And yep, let's see if Kyrie don't play. But let's move on. So Canelo Alvarez, Coach Eddie Reynoso is asking his boxers to sign waivers, saying that basically he ain't giving them no pads. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. He said he basically telling them niggas to sign a waiver. Sign a waiver that hold on, let me find it. Sign a waiver that I'm not giving y'all no pads. Pull this shit up. Hold on. Oh, let me see. Here we go. I found it. Here he says, he said, following this chat, Canelo team told me he will continue. Well, Team Canelo, that's Eddie Reynoso. Here you go. Eddie Reynoso told me that he would continue working with Oscar Valdez, but he is now instituting a policy requiring all fighters to sign a waiver, clarifying that Eddie Reynoso only performs boxing training. It's not the dietitian or conditioning coach. So, like I said before, that's even make you look more guilty. Like I said in my video, you don't have to be a dietitian to give somebody pads. You don't have to be a strength and conditioning coach to give somebody pads. Okay, so I mean, you making people sign this waiver for what? If you clean, no waiver needed. You know, Canelo got popped high before you really work with too many other fighters. So that's my thing, man. Like, he making himself look more and more guilty. He making himself look more and more guilty, bro. Like, I mean, what other trainer doing this? Ask yourself, what other trainer doing this, making people, even Victor Conte, is he making people on snacks on waivers said, if you popped hot, I ain't had nothing to do with it? Is he? Come on, man. Let's be real. Is Floyd making, guys like Jalen Love when they pop out on his team, like, oh, sign this waiver. I ain't had nothing to do with it. You don't have to be a dietitian. You don't have to be a strength and conditioning coach to give out pads. Most of the time when they be offering you pads, man, just be random people that be in the gym. So to me, this making him look even more and more guilty. This makes him look more and more guilty, bro. Like, man, why are we instituting a waiver to say you ain't had nothing to do with it? Even if he signed a waiver and you gave him something, that don't mean you didn't give it to him. Come on, it's just a confidentiality agreement. That you can't blame me for this stuff. I'm not saying he still could be giving his fighter something just because he signed a piece of paper. The piece of paper just exonerating him from liability. That's it. That's all that piece of paper doing is saying you're not liable. Even when you liable, that I'm not liable. So, Jordan, what's going on? I'm not liable. Like, come on. What is he saying? He said, how Mike used to hit his gloves before the fight. It was a purpose so he could feel the knuckle. Yep. If Ryan Garcia does fight JoJo and knocks him out, you finally consider him a real fighter and threaten it. Like, yes. He probably beat JoJo Diaz. This is a good win. I think he's a real fighter. I think he is. I think he already is. I just want to see him, challenge himself. And JoJo would be a challenge. Doesn't that sound fishy? I think he meant fishy. Facts, you speaking fact. Like, to me, like, just because you sign a piece of paper don't mean I'm still not liable. Like, if I tell you, like, if you get in my car, let's say basically I say like Justin Bieber have a waiver that women to party, come in their house, wherever they're doing, they have to sign a waiver saying that, it was consensual. But let's say you get inside the mansion and it's not consensual, isn't that still considered the word that rhymes with grape? Yes. It's still a crime, but you just waive your rights to prosecute him, to incriminate him. So like I said before, just because you sign a piece of paper don't mean that he's still not going to do it if he was doing it to begin with. You know, come on. Imagine making a waiver because your guys keep popping hot. Imagine if Derrick James did some ish like this. Wow, how some are exceptions to the public opinion. Facts. And this thing only got 1 or 2 retweets. I know I didn't retweet this, so I'll give him 3. 3 retweets, 16 likes, bro. And this came out 8:33 a couple days ago. Come on, man. Come on, I signed a waiver. You know, don't mean I'm just not liable. Just mean I'm not committing a crime. So they making news by new boxing rules for Eddie and Canelo. They always gonna do that. Remember, Caleb Plant said you a drug cheat, you a drug cheat, you a drug cheat, and he said you disrespected my country. How am I disrespecting my country for saying you use pets? That's how you know they guilty, bro. You signing a waiver. You know, you signing a waiver. Hold on, my cousin. You know, you making me sign a waiver, bro. Like, come on. But he signed that waiver. He said, here goes some dope right here. What if he say that? He signed that waiver. He said, well, here goes some dope. Here goes some dope. So he still didn't commit the crime, bro? Like, come on, man. He better off keeping that shit to themselves. Honestly. Keeping that confidential. We say he following this check. Eddie Renato told me he would continue working with Oscar, but come on, man. I'm not guilty, man. Tell everybody that, you know. And honestly, he might not be giving his fighters dope. Honestly, he might be an innocent man. Honestly, he might not be giving his fighters dope. But like I said before, man, how we know you making you indicting yourself like this? How we know you an innocent man? So I want Caleb Plant to win, bro. Everybody want Caleb Plant to win, but he getting smashed. He getting smashed like Hawk smash. Shit, Canelo might hit him with a DDT. Might hit him with a suplex. So, man, like I said before, he guilty, you guilty, bro. He making himself look guilty. He said that press conference had me in tears playing, talking about, you think that's funny, Canelo, a little bit. Yeah, that shit was funny. They sold that fight, man. They sold that fight right there, man. I don't think the plan was to cut Caleb Plant in his face. You know, I don't know how Caleb Plant cut doing. But I don't want no excuses for this fight. Plant win, everybody gonna be apologizing. I'm sorry, Caleb Plant. I'm sorry. I just don't see no way he win. I know I said I ain't see no way Usyk win. AJ just soft. Canelo Alvarez ain't soft like that. With or without the juice. Yeah, Plant ain't really posting no pictures. He did like a little video. Him getting on the plane and shit, but he had glasses on. Then he he learn his lesson, getting putting glasses on. But like I said before, Caleb Plant can't use PEDs as no excuse. You knew he was a PED. He was convicted. He knew he was a convicted PEDs before you got in the ring with him. So you can't use the PEDs as no excuse, bro. You can't use PEDs as no excuse come reckoning day, man. What the Wu-Tang say come assassination day. You can't use PEDs. You knew he was a PED user. You still wanted to fight him for that check. I mean, he said it. I love when niggas said, well, it ain't about the money. Man, if boxing and pay, would you still be boxing as a hobby like this? Hell no. It's always about the money. It's all about the money. It's all about the money. It's all about the money. And if you think it ain't all about the money, man, I love niggas like, man, you know, it ain't really about the money. It's a principle, man. Fuck that. If you had people to choose between getting the money and the principle, 98% to 99.9% of people don't choose the money over principle. It's principalities to this, Smokey. CJ, let me tell you, we a good off the Usyk bet and Plant. I'll be posting on YouTube, on his YouTube apparently. Oh, he on YouTube? He on the tube? Who the fuck this nigga get to YouTube? Hold on. I know Devin Haney had one. Hold on. Sure. I know. This ain't about the money. See if we can find his YouTube. We can find his YouTube channel. Oh, yeah, I found it. I'm going to try here, go right here. I think my house paw still fucked up. He doing better, though. What's up, boy? What's up, boy? What's up, boy? But, here you go, right here. So, yep. So, he got a YouTube channel, man. I don't wonder. I didn't know that. He only did 39 videos. So, he got a little camera crew with him and shit. So, he started this when? He started in March. Oh, yeah. He overall, especially beat Canelo. He have a million like Kwame Brown in no time. You know, so he got a video of Andre Ward training him and shit. So y'all go check out Caleb Plank channel. I hope he do it. I just don't see it. What if I'm selling crack? Can I make a crackhead sign a waiver to keep me from going to jail? Nope. If he could, niggas will already be doing it. Niggas already be doing it. Niggas like, well, nigga, you know what? Go ahead. I signed a waiver, nigga. I didn't get this kilo. I signed a waiver. I signed the waiver. I signed the waiver, cuz. Come on, man. Nigga been a I signed the waiver cuz I snitched, but I really didn't snitch. I signed the waiver. Like, come on, man. That's the game of the game. Come on, man. Hey, bitch, I signed the waiver. I can touch your booty. I remember I was in college, man, and we was they just had this bus to take you from the club or whatever. And I remember we was getting on the bus and shit. And one of the locals grabbed this bitch named Dee Dee Booty. I think she was from like Lansing, Michigan. He grabbed her booty and she got mad. And I was like, man, I'm not about to be Captain Save Ho. Get my ass whooped up. Risk going to jail. She got mad and shit. She did have that thumper on her. She was skinny with that peach on her though. You know, and the nigga just touched her shit, and she was mad as hell, bro. What can she do? Niggas just kept walking on the bus or walking to their car. Shit, nobody going. Come on, man, like a man and a woman fighting. Just keep minding your business, man. The woman and men end up beating on you. Shit, you like, I didn't do shit. Yeah, I signed this waiver right here, man. I got a waiver pass. I can touch your booty. I got a waiver pass. I can touch your booty. All right. You gotta have sex with me. Remember that movie? Where my man can never tell a lie? What was the name of that movie? When he had been in line and shit. I think a little British cat. You're like, you have sex with me right now, the world's gonna end. Oh girl, shit. It's really people that damn near that naive out here, dog. But like I said before, Eddie Renasso making himself look guilty and guilty. I gotta clean my desk, get my vacuum down there. Eddie Renasso making himself seem more guiltier and guiltier. But you know, ultimately, you know, if you're innocent, man, you shouldn't watch your way to prove you innocent. You know, but I think what Caleb Plant said hit home. I think what people saying on the internet hit home about their team. I think he feel a certain type of way about it, man. But like I said before, man, that's on them. You know, he could be totally innocent, but I doubt it. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Any other questions? He said, we're not going to talk about how David Benavidez and Canelo damn near fixed their stamina overnight. The more I learn about conditioning, the more I'm just like, how the F did they do that so quickly? True facts. You know, he lost around the Gorville on my card, and he came back with unlimited stamina. Come on. He got that Mario star. Come on, hold on. I'm gonna show you. Got that. Oh, he got that star. I can't find the picture. They put me in Star World. Yeah, it did hit home, pulling that race car. Yeah, shit, come on. My country, you disrespect. I might disrespect your country, nigga. Come on, I might disrespect your country. Shit. Come on, man. He said, I'm making these ninjas sign the waiver. It ain't my fault. Did I do that? Well, I signed the waiver. It ain't my fault. He said, it ain't my fault. Did I do that? He said, the feds picked you the plug. He said, the feds picked you the plug and 30 but you the only one that don't go to prison. I signed the waiver because niggas don't kill you, man. Waiver you signed, man. Why you didn't tell me about this waiver? I signed a waiver from y'all can't kill me because I snitched. What? What up, Chris? What? That's one of the reasons that I never think about selling dope. You gotta be able to trust somebody. You gotta be able to be loyal. You gotta be able to, take people out the game. You gotta be able to rack up bodies. You gotta have that ability to rack. I just couldn't do it, bro. I couldn't do it, man. You going to jail. It's just a matter of time. He wasn't get him out of here. Yeah, that nigga Eddie Renasso said, man, you popped hot. I got a waiver. It wasn't me. Like, get out of here, man. You can still, what I'm saying? Just, you still can do that shit, man. But that's him. That was his eye. Maybe he talked to his lawyer, and his lawyer was like, had him sign this waiver, and they couldn't leave you for liability. Well, that's on him, man. To me, that shit funny to me, bro. He indicting himself without being brought forth from Congress or public ridicule for real, man. Actual physical public ridicule. He indicting himself. So to me, that's hella funny, bro. To me, that's hella funny, man. Hella funny, man. So, I mean, that's what it is. Ryan Garcia ducking JoJo Diaz for Gamboa. That's funny. AJ losing to Usyk, that's even funnier. But like I said, if AJ wasn't so big in stature, I don't think anybody would have an issue with it. So I mean, shit, it is what it is, man. But hey, any more questions, man? If not, I'd be on my ludicrous roll out. Can't stop that. Me and my homies can't pop that. So much money. Bro, I got my fucking finger stuck in this damn cup. I'm gonna cut some videos in a minute. I'm taking a little break. I did 2 lives. Check out my other channel, Mercy Sports Talk, man. Check that out. Gratitude. Check that out. I'm gonna do some videos later. Let this marinate like Nick Bone Juice. Don't forget, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you have a business question, require response, or video request, all my social media links, Facebook group there as well too. When you make a financial donation, Cash App, CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. If Gamboa gets that fight, I'm gonna feel bad for him. Yeah, Gamboa need to retire, but you gotta make that money. He didn't make the big money that Floyd made, or Canelo, or Manny Pacquiao made, even though he was kind of like dubbed like the new Manny Pacquiao down there a little bit. The way he was awkward the way he fought, and if Caleb wins, he get all the white caps behind. Yeah, I don't know. PBC did a good job marketing him to the whites, but he kind of got that maybe because he got that black swagger. So I don't know what it is, but yeah, Top Rank would have had that nigga in a suit and tie with a briefcase like he was in the 90s, nigga. Yeah, my name is Caleb Plant, and I want to fight All right, buddy, I want to fight Canelo Alvarez. Bob Aaron would have had his hair slicked to the back like Coach Gordon Bombay and shit from the Mighty Ducks. I mean, come on. Yeah, then Ryan would KO him. Yeah, what if Gamboa KO Ryan? That shit'd be funny, bro. If I'm Gamboa, man, I'm getting there and juice up versus Ryan Garcia. Why not, bro? Call me the Juice Crew, boy. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all for covering it, man. I don't know. I do a lot. I thought Wilder and Fury was this week. I don't know why I thought that, but I was all confused. But I'll be back with some videos later. Then we kick off Wilder Fury week again this week. Appreciate the love, support, man. Don't forget Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff, man. On my social media link subscription, we'll make a donation. All that's in the description as well, too. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.